We've seen the evolution of PM at Siemens. You were so kind to show us how it's evolved and what is happening now. One thing that still interests me, because I think there's a lot of participants, a lot of the people who are watching this will have a PMO background. So, and they're still struggling to create a lot of what you guys have already, the connection between strategy and operations. Okay. You've talked about that your PMO is kind of focused on project management excellence, which is the new term that I think a lot of organizations are using. Also, they use the word OPEX, or operational excellence, which pays homage to this three-dimensional matrix. My question that would go to you is, where is your project business excellence at home? Because I've realized that a lot of companies, if they're a large company, they have multiple needs of a PMO. For example, if you're a large organization that has national representation, you might need a national PMO that deals with national projects. Or if you have factories all over the world, you might have a facility PMO. Then you might have a regional PMO. Then you might have a strategic PMO that's responsible for business units. And then you might have an executive PMO. Do you have something similar at Siemens, and how do you deal with these different, that the organization needs the project business excellence at different levels?
I don't think we use the terminology that you use now, but we still have a very broad network of organizations here. We still have the
you still have one in Vienna?
Yes,
yeah.
yes. So we still have an executive PMO, so to speak, in Germany. Yeah. So the head, the core of project business excellence. Then we have the PMOs in the big headquarter-driven organizations. That then have sub-PMOs in at least the big countries around the globe. And then we have a broad network of local project management offices.
It's the same thing. You need the PMO at multiple levels.
As I told you before, with PM at Siemens, the same applies to project management excellence, project business excellence. We are open to scaling, we're open to sizing, and we're open to different approaches for different branches. I told you before, when the project management process was formerly rather stiffer one and less flexible, now we have a much more flexible one, where you can include R&D projects, where you can include software projects, where you can include service projects, and so, yeah. So there's a vast variety of possibilities where an organization can say, I pick my choice and I can integrate what is important for me. That includes even the milestones. Between milestone A and milestone B, you can, if you need in your organization, enter 2 more milestones or so. Yeah? As long as you follow certain certain inputs and outputs that people need to know in order to work properly, that's all
so
fine.
The bottom line is your PMO, or whatever you call it, is not an ivory tower that's far off in the distance, somewhere in headquarters in Switzerland where nobody has access. It has operational relevance because there's local representation.
Yes.
Awesome.